concept. You're alone and you're in bed and you're asleep and you're so safe and you're so warm and everything's good in the world. And then this entity, this figure, just crashes through your front bedroom, and you look and you panic and you reach for a light and you can't find one. And then the entity turns on the light for you and you see that it's a man, but he's about 5'10", he's about 170 pounds, and he's standing there, and he's got a raincoat on and these giant, just like combat boots, and he's got like a pig mask on, or maybe like a rabbit mask, and it's hyper realistic, and he's got these big white Mickey Mouse glove hands, and he runs towards you and he jumps on you, and he grabs you by your shoulder, you're screaming, you're so scared, and he's shaking. He's going, "We're gonna play now. We're gonna play now." And you think you're gonna die. You think that this is, the home invasion of a madman. And he holds you down. He puts a sock in your mouth, but it's a fresh sock. He opens a new container of socks that he got at Target, like a 12 pack, and he rolls them. He rolls them together, and they're about knee high. And he puts them in your mouth, and he holds it shut. And in this moment, you're traumatized. Like your brain, you're ready for death and no one's coming. You're screaming, but not anymore because there's a sock in your mouth. You're not sure what you're gonna do, and he takes out these safety scissors, but he's converted them to be dangerous again, and they're his D safety scissors. He tells you that, and he begins to cut your hair, and he begins to cut huge, just strands and just locks, and he's screaming, "You're pretty for mommy. You're pretty for mommy," and he's shaking you, and he's saying all of these things, and you're just certain that, like, you don't know when the torment is going to end, and you don't know when, you don't know why God would let this happen. You don't know how a Christian God would allow this to be happening to you, because you're a good person. You're a good person. You've never done anything to deserve this. And so you see his mighty Mickey Mouse fist rise above you, and it knocks you unconscious, and you're out like a lamp. You're out. And then the man is standing over you, and he takes off his mask. He takes off his hyper realistic Bulbasaur mask, and it reveals that it's me. And I'm laughing, and I'm having a great time. And I look effortless. I have a contour. I'm shaved. I'm more clean shaven. My eyebrows are done. I have highlights. I have Kelly Clarkson highlights from the 2002, and I look amazing. And I take off my outfit. I don't need that anymore. I put on a regular outfit. When I go to you and I watch a YouTube tutorial, and I learn how to give you a really cute bob, and I give you such a cute haircut. I took I clean up everything around you, all the things that I'm sure came to the floor in the struggle, and I finish the haircut. You look amazing. Everything about you is great. Then, on your bedside table, I take out two things. I take out your phone, and I take out a receipt from Great Clips that I went earlier in the day, and I paid in cash, and I got a haircut. And I leave it there as if, like, haphazardly, just like on the table, as if you just came home from work and you just threw it there. And I take your phone, and I go onto your Facebook or your Twitter or your Friendster or your MySpace or your peoplegrade.com or your Formspring or whatever it is you do, and I tag us. I say, had a great, oh, me and this person having an amazing time at this club, having a kiki, we're so fabulous, we look amazing. Um, free drinks all night. I lay a lot of groundwork there. And so I clean everything up. You have this fabulous new haircut. Now you're in bed. The receipt is next to you. I take a little bit of money out of your wallet, but just because, just the amount that it says on the receipt for the haircut. So like $12, $15. I go into your kitchen. I scatter just fucking bottles. I brought bottles previously, and I just scatter them everywhere, and I just place empty whiskey, Fireball, just bottles everywhere, make it look like we had a wild time. Um, I leave. It's only about you had to get up early. It's about 11 o'clock. I go then to that club. I've brought someone who looks like you, and we are loud and we're boisterous, and we hang out, we talk to people, and I introduce them as you. The next day, you wake up and you have this memory, and you have a headache, because I've hit you, and you have this memory of this horrible thing happening, of this man in this hyper realistic Articuno mask, and he's got giant Mickey Mouse hands strangling you and cutting at your hair, and it's so scary. And then you're like, oh, I did that happen? And you look and you see that you have a nice bob, or perhaps like I've given you a fade or something. And you're like, when did I get this? What's happening? You go to your bedside table and you see there's a receipt from Great Clips from the day before. You say, did I get a haircut? I don't remember doing that. And then you look at your phone, you've got notifications, obviously. And it's all the people who have liked and commented, and I've commented on your status like, having fun, girl, you won the amateur strip contest. Something, I don't know. Um, and you see that you said, oh, I tagged myself in going to this club last night. And you walk onto your living room, you see that's all these bottles, and it's a mess, and there's melted cheese, and it's bubbling, and it's dry, and maybe you tried to make, I don't know, you tried to make black beans and rice while you were drunk, and you've crafted in your mind, I've laid the groundwork, that there's now, you went out the day before, got a haircut, came home, got absolutely drunk on your mind, annihilated, went to a club, had a great time, came home, passed out in your bed, just absolutely passed out, woke up, your headache is now that's just a hangover. And your memory of this horror, of this home invasion, of this act of the act of a Satanist, of some would say a Satanist ritual, um, was a fabrication of your drunken mind, of just your fears. And you go about your day and you call me, you say, what happened? And I tell you this whole story. I'm like, oh, we had a great time. I feel so sick. I bet you feel so sick. Like, we haven't partied like that in years. And when I say that, that's when you believe that we just went out. Because I'm going to say, we haven't partied like that in years. And you're going to be like, that'll do, pig. I guess I, against my better judgment, went out. You're going to go to work. Everyone's going to compliment you on your haircut because it's going to look amazing. You're gonna think all day like, oh, that was so scary, and oh, I must have blacked out. How irresponsible! I can't believe I did that. You're gonna buy it. 3 days later, you're gonna be in bed again. It's gonna be in the back of your mind. You're like, oh, I'm done. I won't go out for a while. You do that thing where you just promise yourself that you're not gonna go out again for a really long time, and you say, oh, I'm just gonna go to bed early and wake up in the morning, go back to my job managing a Claire's or a Delia's or something. And you're gonna be in bed and you're gonna be all snuggled up, and you're gonna do that thing where you're like in bed and your hand is like here. Your hand is like right here. And you're gonna do that thing where it's like you're like, I'm so sleepy. I'm mid sleep. I'm in twilight sleep. And you slide your hand into the pillow. You're gonna feel something. You're gonna feel something. Your eyes are gonna open, and you're gonna pull out a giant white Mickey Mouse glove. End of concept.